And I think this website will actually end up making you the most money if you use it right. What's up everyone? Welcome back to Free2Be. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you 9 websites that I found through just some research where you can make some actual money. So these are 9 websites you go on today online and you can start turning that into some real income for yourself, whether it's extra income or your primary source. Some of these you might be able to use as a primary source. So we're gonna go over the 9 websites today. Let's get started. Alright, now as always, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and take a moment and hit the subscribe button down below. We cover financial literacy on this channel, and I upload at least once a week, but I'm going to be trying to do it at least 3 times a week going forward, and you're not going to want to miss any of the content, so make sure you turn on those notifications as well. Okay, so let's just jump right into this. I'm going to cover the 9 websites, and while I'm talking about them, I'm going to show you what they kind of look like so that, you know, when you do look for them online, you're not routed to the wrong website, and I can kind of give you a little bit of background about each one as well. All right, so the first website is Fiverr. Okay, so what Fiverr is a website for freelancers. So for example, if you know something about digital animation, you can work for someone who doesn't have the skills and, you know, pick up some extra cash in the process. So basically all you do is you sign up for a Fiverr account, you know, you list the services you want to offer, figure out what the prices are that you want to ask for that service, and then you put yourself out there into a built-in audience that Fiverr, you know, basically creates for you. They have this audience that come to their website looking for services, and by putting yourself out there, providing some quality services at decent prices, building up like a reputation, it puts you in a good position to get picked up when someone needs those services that you offer. Okay, so the next site after this is Etsy. We're probably all familiar with Etsy at this point in our lives because the website has been around for a while, but let's just jump right into it. And so Etsy is really for more of a crafty type person. If you're an artistic person that can make custom jewelry or refrigerator magnets or paintings, whatever it may be, Etsy's the place to sell your products. You know, when we're looking for custom designs, you know, whatever the product might be, a lot of times we go on Etsy to look for them. So whether you want a custom t-shirt made for you, like I said, a piece of jewelry, whatever the case may be, Etsy's a great place to go. And again, this is a built-in marketplace. It's got a lot of audience, a lot of traffic. So putting yourself out here, presenting your products to others, it's definitely an easy way to go if you're the crafty, creative type of person that wants to put your materials out there for others to experience and to sell. Okay, so the website after that is TaskRabbit. And what TaskRabbit is basically another freelance type of site where individuals can sign up and do different tasks for sums of money. So this one, you might have to get your hands dirty a little bit, but basically it's various tasks as, you know, could be as simple as putting together a bookcase for someone or running an errand for them. You know, there's different tasks with different, you know, amounts of money. And this actually could be a part-time or full-time job. I actually know a couple people who left, you know, their corporate jobs just to go become full-time rabbits on TaskRabbit. And they say they're enjoying it. They like the schedule. They like the freedom they have. At this point in their lives, you know, they're okay with doing this type of freelance work. And they're making a decent living doing this. Now, yes, some of the tasks may seem a little menial, but again, you know, people will pay for convenience. If I buy something from IKEA and I don't want to put it together, I might put that up as a task and pay someone 25 bucks to come and spend, you know, an hour to put it together. And when you think about it, you do that a few times a day, you're making $25, $30 an hour. I mean, that's a decent living, but that's the whole point of freelance work. So TaskRabbit is definitely one of those websites where I think you can make a lot of money on, and especially if you want, you know, just for part-time work, but you can even turn it into a full-time job. Okay. So the site after that is called Wonder. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I hadn't heard about Wonder before making this video or actually researching to make this video. So I'm gonna be trying it out a little bit myself. I have tried some of the others. I've previously posted artwork on Etsy. I've used Fiverr to purchase services, so I'm familiar with that site as well. And TaskRabbit I actually signed up for a little while back before I actually got my full-time position. Okay, so what Wonder is basically a website for people that need research done. And now they don't apparently just hire anyone, but apparently the application process is really easy. And once you get selected, if you do get selected, you are basically granted access to their dashboard that has tons of different little, research-based tasks for you to complete. And it could be as, something as menial as just answering one question for a business executive, or doing research for an author who's writing a book, making a report, whatever the case may be. And apparently then your responses, average between $8 to $20 in terms of payment. So basically, if you're good at doing research and you're a good writer, this might be the place for you. But again, they don't just hire everyone, so you definitely have to apply to see if you would be qualified. But it seems like once you are qualified, you do have access to a lot of different jobs. So it may be worth your time to see if this is something that you want to do, or if you get selected to do. All right, so the next website you can use to make some money is called ThreadUp. Now what ThreadUp is basically a secondhand market for clothes, where you can either buy clothes or sell clothes. So this is a great place to go if you have, a huge wardrobe that's always changing, and you have a lot of clothes that you don't know what to do with, and they're not necessarily outdated and they're in great condition. Maybe you wore these items once or twice and now you want to get rid of them. Well, this is a great place with a built-in audience, definitely has some good traffic here. And you can basically post your clothes and sell them here for a decent value. In the process, you could help someone who's looking for something, and you can kind of get rid of some of the extra clothes that you have. If you're in the market to purchase things, you can do that as well. All right, the next website is similar to ThreadUp, but this is a bigger and broader marketplace for more than just clothing. So this one's called Swap, and basically it's similar to ThreadUp. Like I said, it's a consignment store, so you can put clothes on here, you can put kid toys, games, you can sell them, you can swap them, trade them, whatever the case may be. They might reject some of your items, if the quality is not that good. So you might have to pay a fee to get them back after you provide it to them, or donate them. You can actually send them to Swap, and Swap will post them and do all this for you, the administrative piece of it. And basically, you can make as little as $10 per item, in which case you can use 30% of that on swap.com if you want it immediately, or you get a piece of that back with them taking the fee. So if you sell your item for like $10 to $20, you'll basically get 50% back in terms of store credit, or 40% back in cash. So they do take a big chunk of it, but it might be a place to go if you have things that you have had trouble selling other places. Swap might be an alternative for you, so definitely check them out. All right, so the next website after that is Gazelle. And basically what Gazelle is an electronics platform, it's a platform for you to sell electronics like iPads, computers, old cell phones. And you're not going to make a fortune here, but it's a great alternative to just dumping your old electronics in the trash, because you could get a few bucks here. And if nothing else, if they can't give you a large sum of money, they will recycle the item responsibly. So it's all good for the environment as well. So again, if you have some old electronics, don't know what to do with them, instead of just throwing them in the trash, definitely check out Gazelle. Like I said, depending on the age of the item, you could probably get a few bucks back for it. And if nothing else, they'll recycle the item for you. Now, I think I've sold a few phones on here, and typically if the phone's, a couple years old, you can get like 40, 50 bucks depending on the model and all that. But they'll give you a decent sum of money if the phone's not too old or obsolete. So definitely check them out if you have some old electronics you're trying to get rid of that aren't 20 years old. You don't want to be throwing a iPhone 1 over to Gazelle, because they're not going to give you any money for it. But again, if they don't give you money for it, they will recycle the item responsibly, which is a big thing for us as well. All right, now how many times have you guys gotten a gift card to a place, a store, whatever the case may be, that you don't want, that you don't use? Well, this next website is called Cardpool, and what Cardpool does is basically allows you to sell your gift cards to them for some of the value back in return. And basically, this is a pretty popular website. So, if you have cards from Christmas that are sitting around that you won't use, from birthday, whatever the case may be, you can put them on Cardpool, and then they'll make you an offer. And once they make you an offer, you can exchange it for cash, or you can actually exchange it for a different gift card. So keep in mind, this website only accepts cards with a minimum value of $25 and no more than $1,000, but it is a great place for unwanted gift cards. And again, this will be an opportunity for you to trade with another gift card in terms of the value, or just get cash back for gift cards that you wouldn't otherwise be using. All right, and the last and final website that we're going to cover here today is called OfferUp. And I'm sure you've seen commercials for OfferUp. I've used them before. I think it's a little bit easier to use and a little bit better than eBay. But basically what OfferUp is, it's an online platform, kind of like a yard sale platform where you can sell items that you no longer need. You take the picture, you upload it, you put the price in, and then somebody nearby will see it online and love it enough where they're gonna, send you a note and meet you in a public place. They don't do the shipping similar to eBay. It's definitely for local buyers. But it's definitely a safer platform, I think, to use than some of the alternatives like a Craigslist or something like that. So again, if you have items, you don't have the opportunity to have a garage sale, OfferUp is definitely a great place to look and to to kind of start your journey in terms of what you want to sell. So definitely check out OfferUp. I think they're worth the look. All right, guys, well, that's all I had for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments down below as well. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we'll see you next time.